Next up is our guest speaker, Miss Rebecca Dessler.
You are all so special to me, the people in this crowd, and to the people who I know you will influence in the future. Each one of your stories has changed my life. You have made me a better person, a better teacher, a better wife, and a better mom. Yes, you did this. You have this effect on people, from Cecil's smiles and optimism every day in the halls. Cecil, smiles change lives. To the heartfelt poems written by Kevin, words change the world. To the bravery that some of you showed when you wrote your memoir, to you, sharing our stories begins a string of influence that is infinite. And also to those of you who spread joy in the simplicity of dancing and lip singing. Yes, I'm referring to the champs of Milli Vanilli. Happiness and joy allows us to keep our innocence, and we need more innocence in a world that is trying to make us grow up too fast. When I think about the class of 2014, I'm flooded with these memories that will forever live on in my heart. Your paw prints, or if you had Mrs. Martin, literally your handprint, will be in the halls of Taft 712 forever. And amidst all of these amiable memories, I still cannot forget the struggle. However, what I want to speak to you today is how to look at struggle in a different light. Because the greater the struggle, the more glorious the triumph. My students always ask me why I teach such depressing topics: the Holocaust, the Rwandan genocide, slavery, and it does seem out of place when an overly optimistic teacher is teaching this too. Well, my answer has always been the same. It's easier to see light in the darkness, the hope. It's beauty being made from ashes. When you lost that game against Newport, what did you gain? That bonding moment as a team when you became vulnerable, humbled yourself, and decided as a team what needed to change so that you could beat them next time. The team became stronger. When you lost sleep because you stayed up late studying for Mr. Mick's government final, what did you gain besides a passing grade? You felt accomplished and proud of yourself for working hard. Hard work will always reward you. Or when you broke up with your boyfriend or girlfriend, what did you gain? It gave you a clear picture of what you desire in your future husband or wife. So when we continue to face hardships after high school or lose, consider what is being gained. What beauty can come from ashes? The greater the struggle, the more glorious the triumph. Attending Caden's memorial service gave me hope. Hope that influence really never does die. In my Scholars English class, I gave my students the challenge of finding the origin of influence. Students began with the name of a person who has influenced them, and then they were to interview this person to find out who their influences were and why. This went on as long as students were willing to show that influence goes on forever. Influence never dies. When I was at Caden's memorial service, I saw this influence. His influence filled all the chairs at Faith Baptist Church and beyond. I also saw hope in Caden's favorite Bible verse, which Pastor Brian spoke on. Jeremiah 33:3 says, "Call to me, and I will answer you, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know." If I were to ask God what great and unsearchable things He wanted to show Caden today, He would have me turn around and look at the class of 2014. You are a part of Caden's great and unsearchable things. The influences you left in Caden's life have been revealed to him. Whether it was the teamwork you shared in robotics competitions, the bonding that happened at Young Life Camp, or that smile or conversation. You are these great and unsearchable things. I also know that Caden left an influence on you, and that you are meant to continue his influence, so that the great and unsearchable things that Caden began in you can be revealed to others. The greater the struggle, the more glorious the triumph. I'm hoping that we're seeing that although life can look like a mess sometimes, there's always something beautiful there if we choose to look for it. For some of you, this may be switching majors and feeling like you wasted a bunch of money. The beauty of lost money? The wisdom that you gain and the direction on a clear path in a career that gives you purpose. For some of you, this may be giving up competitive sports, losing that joy you felt every time you stepped up to bat. The beauty? Realizing that your identity is not in sports, but in the person that sport made you. Brave, confident, hardworking, and a leader. Graduates, you are going to have a lot of struggles in your future, but it is my prayer that you see the beauty that is being made from ashes in each of these struggles. Step back from the situation so that you can see more clearly the painting that is being made, the painting of this great and unsearchable things that we can see if we try on a new perspective. I am so incredibly proud of each of you. You have changed my life, and I will continue to spread your influence. Remember, the greater the struggle, the more glorious the triumph.